It will be my honor to stand with you in the same way I stand with the precious believers in Jerusalem. You will discover that not every day of our 6-week adventure is of equal length, but each day is, nevertheless, of equal value. Some days require more reading, some more time in reflection. Take your time to fully engage with both the readings and the reflection questions. These kingdom principles will help you not only to build a praying church, but will empower you to reach a lost world through a revived church. If you have a gnawing hunger deep down in your belly for more of Christ, if you want to see marriages healed, if you want your children to see dramatic answers to specific prayers, if you want to see people in your church and in your neighborhood set free from demonic bondages and self-destructive behavior, if you want physical and emotional healings to be a daily occurrence, if you want to see every member in your church experience firsthand the joy of leading a neighbor to Christ, then I can assure you that you are in the right place. And if you are a pastor who is putting in 70+ hours a week with little to show for it, if you have seen modest results but know that there is much more where those came from, if you are tired of spending all your energies just keeping the church machinery moving, if you have been working too hard and praying too little, if you are ready to shift from focusing on what you do at church to what God does, if you want to build a praying church and make upper room God-encountering disciples, if you want to activate and utilize the revelatory gifts in your life and in your church family, if you want to equip your people to effectively reach their neighbors and the nations, then our 31-day adventure has far-reaching potential, both for you and your church family. Welcome to Church on Fire. Now it's your turn. Action steps. This book is intentionally called a 31-day adventure because it is designed to take you places. This is not simply reading material or busy work. Through it, you'll have an opportunity to move forward in your journey with Jesus. As you listen to it, you will be invited to encounter the manifest presence of Christ on a personal level. And as a gatekeeper in your local church, you will have an opportunity to include others with you in the adventure. Each week, specific action steps are included just for your benefit. Questions for small groups. Small group questions have been provided for each week of this adventure as well. If you lead a small group, select the questions that you would like to use from the list included after each week's adventure. Advice for pastors. Although this book has been written for ministry leaders of all kinds, it is particularly applicable to pastors. Since you are a leader, and since leaders like to know where they are going, you may want to skip ahead before listening to this book to the Advice for Pastors section at the end of each week's adventure. Be blessed as you journey toward Church on Fire. Week 1. Get ready for fire. On the surface, church is what we do. It is the gathering together of Christ followers in order for us to love God, love each other, and love our neighbors for Jesus' sake. Churches come in various shapes and sizes, but no matter how we slice it, our gathering is our effort to engage with God and His people. Fire, on the other hand, is what God does. It is the initiative of the invisible God to demonstrate His supernatural power in tangible ways that we can all understand. Answers to prayer, physical healings, saved marriages, deliverance from evil strongholds, dramatic conversions, and changed lives are all examples of fire. It is what happens when God comes to church. Point blank, fire is the manifest presence of Christ. Church on Fire is what happens when what we do and what God does slam together. It is church the way God intended, where we become even more conscious of His presence among us than we are conscious of those with whom we gather. Fire is what sets